team how it's supposed to be played. But definitely not proud of the penalties that we had. Definitely too many penalties. It's football. A lot of times, playing football, your emotions get the best of you. But definitely realizing that next week, we got to go out there and handle business. So, definitely trying to make sure that we do what we need to do to make sure we don't lose nobody this week.
How do you feel like you guys played overall, just going into OU Texas week?
Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Didn't finish at the end. Definitely disappointed about that. So definitely not good enough. Going into this week, we got to prepare the best we prepare ever. So that's the mentality. We got to be better.
Is it a challenge to stay focused on Kansas and Texas Tech and whatnot when you've got Texas looming ahead next week, just 7 days from now?
We take it week by week. We try to attack each week. Each week we know it's different, so we got to take care of this week to get to next week. So now that this week, this game is done, on the UT.
What's the key to getting through this next week? I'm sure we'll ask you again on Monday, but just as far as getting through the weekend and then getting to Monday, what's the key to getting ready for Texas?
Preparation. Our preparation needs to be flawless. We need to have our best practice of the year. We need to be focused, all week long, and just, take that into Saturday and then execute.
You excited?
I know it's the other side of the ball, but you ever seen a 3rd and goal from almost midfield?
Man, it's football. I feel like anything happens. So, it is what it is.
Do you think you had him up for safety there for a second? On that couple plays later?
I thought I did. I thought I did. I was just trying to make the play. He had the ball in his hands, and I had to be effective right there.
Neville, what do you guys want to do better next week than you did out here today?
Just overall, just staying disciplined. We just want to be consistent, and then again, just knowing that when we have an opportunity to make a play, making them. Not hesitating and just flying around and just making sure that we're continuing to build good habits.
Knowing how important that game is next week, is it just human nature to kind of look ahead or get distracted or anything like that?
The thing about us, we take it one game at a time. We just got to finish playing with this one, and. Every week's a big week. Obviously we're going to prepare like we know how. The coaches and everything we got to do, we got to trust them. But I know in everything we do, we're very we go hard regardless. We go hard no matter who we're playing. So this week is no different. Our standard is our standard, and it's our job to meet that standard.
Last year was definitely one of those weeks again. Come out and prove ourselves that last year was a fluke. Defensive-wise, I ain't talking trash at all. But yeah, that's proof. Defensive-wise, last year it was a fluke. We not that type of defense no more.
Do you ever have to tackle Rogers Stevenson in practice?
All for a count.
What's that like?
He's a big dude. It's surprising because he's so big, so you really expect him to come downhill at you. But I also feel like he got some elusiveness in him. He shows speed. Throughout the season, I haven't seen him get caught from behind yet. So I feel like he's been doing good with that.
What was it like? The offense is a little bit slow to start. Kind of a reverse role where they were really leaning on you guys to make sure you still got stops. What was that like?
It's just team football. We playing team football. So if they not gonna get going, we gonna hold them up until they can get going. So I definitely feel like we did a good job with that. They did it for us in dang near every game last year. So it's definitely good. Hold them up and it's, keep us and keep the team in the game while they was figuring out their struggles.
Thanks,
Ronnie. What do you think of the defensive performance overall today, just as a group?
I feel like we played well, first 3 quarters. Once we got into the 4th quarter, I feel like we didn't finish well. We didn't stick to the principles that Coach Grinch has set for the defense, which we got to do. When it comes to a good team, we got to also play full 60 minutes of good football.